What's going on, YouTube? It's your girl Monique Nicole, and I am back with another video. Before we get started, honey, if you're new to my channel, please make sure you are subscribed. Go ahead and click the subscribe button down below. While you're at it, go ahead and click the thumbs up button to like this video. It is an easy and free way to help support my channel. Okay. So tonight I have my favorite diva, Nita the Diva, with me in the building.
Hey y'all. Hey.
Ew, ew, ew. And we are here
Yes.
to discuss reality TV talk. Now, we did not get Potomac this week, y'all.
Right.
So we only have Love and Marriage.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl, right. AKA Rihanna's concert. So
Right.
maybe we could talk about that later. But it was Rihanna's concert, so they did not do Potomac. So the reunion will be next Sunday, the 19th. That is when we will get part one of the reunion. So this week we just had Love and Marriage DC. Overall, what were your thoughts on the episode, Nita? What did you think about it?
I like it. Like, I don't know why people do not like DC. I really like the shift in the conversation. Yes, it kind of comes at the expense of little Jamie, but I think there's a give off in that, Little Jamie, yes, you are being talked about, good, bad, or indifferent. But at the same time, I still think that there's a payoff for your exposure to TV, different opportunities that will be afforded you. So what I want little Jamie to take away from that is the positives and kind of leave the negatives behind. But I really, really, really like the different discussions that we're having here. They're real life, they're relatable.
Yep.
I'm here for it. I love it. I love it
too. I don't get why the negative commentary about the show. I'm enjoying the show. It's different. It's not the same old drama. It's different type of drama, different dialogue is being had. So I like it.
I like it too. And the girls are still bringing a little mess, little
exactly. Because we all know that's
what you like, but that's not what I like. I like the relatable, like the conversations about raising young adults and kids in that little tween going into, oh my God, that's a whole landmine for parents, old, young alike. You know what I'm saying? So come on, let's have the discussion.
Right. No, I agree. I definitely agree.
Yes.
And we are gonna get into it because little Jamie was definitely a topic this episode. So yeah.
People, hey Daria, hey Joshua, Miss Kira, hey babe, Monique Johnson, Relax and Chill TV. Y'all, he dropped a cute little thunderstorm on his channel the other day. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, so just saying hello. I just got back from seeing Ant-Man, so I'm still kind of pumped up or whatever.
Yeah, was it good?
I liked it. I don't know why the critics going critic.
Critics are always gonna, yeah.
So I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. She said, "Yeah, it's a different conversation."
Exactly.
And are just so hung up on that whole cheating scandal thing, girl. Let it go. Let it go. If Tisha love it, like it, we love it, okay? Or if she love it, we double love it, okay? So what's next? What else is going on?
What else is going on? Okay, what else is going on? Because we're over. Yeah, I mean Huntsville is starting to get stale. If we're being all the way honest, Huntsville is starting to get a little on the stale side, if you ask me. I think that DC. Hold on.
It's giving us something a little fresher.
It's fresh. It's refreshing. It's different. I feel like it's diverse. Like you said, we have a little bit of drama here. We have this type of drama here. We have, it's families drama, just different things that you can relate to.
Right.
So, yes. 1 second, y'all.
No problem.
Send this link to somebody. Send the link.
Anything else going on in them DC streets? I guess I should be asking myself that. I'm
I'm about to ask you that.
like, anything else going on? No, but you know what? I was thinking about attending one of the CIAA events that Quick was doing the DJing for. So maybe I'll get a camera in the building or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But he does have some events coming up next weekend, and so I may be going to one or two of the day parties. Going to see Essence for sure, and then I might just try to check out one that he's actually physically doing, so I can see if I can get a little cameo and be like this. Hey y'all,
Right. Okay, that would be nice. That would be nice. You can get up in there.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. What's up, sisters in the kitchen?
LSW.
All right, let's get this episode started. So the episode kicks off with Joy and Clifton. They are going to visit their new home, and it is a gorgeous home. I mean, beautiful, right on the lake, very nice, just gorgeous, I felt like. So they discussed the wedding, right, and having a baby. Basically, with the wedding, she wasn't really in the mood to talk about the wedding. So as far as a baby, she says she wants to have a baby, but not right now. She needs to plant her feet first, still has some things that she needs to accomplish first and want to take care of for herself first. What do you think about her stance on?
Oh my God, I got so much to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
This couple, y'all. Listen, first of all, shout out to that beautiful house that looks like it's in the Fort Washington area. If y'all caught me, Lamont, and Moochie, he had an Airbnb out by the water that looks like around that area where that house is. So it's maybe 10 minutes from me. Well, maybe, once you go further out to the water, but 10 minutes from where we ate dinner and then,
Oh,
so I definitely know the area. The house is gorgeous.
beautiful.
I think Joy, girl, you might be on some bullshit, girl.
Uh-oh.
I think this is happening. I think they are not equally yoked, y'all. I think they are on two different fast tracks going away from each other. Like, what is going on? Y'all was on Ready to Love. Y'all didn't talk about these things. What is going on? Why does Clifton want to? I understand Joy may be of a particular age, but no, I don't want to be having no babies. What you talking about? We didn't even walk down the aisle and you talking about something. No, I'm trying to enjoy and live my life. And if we don't have any kids, that is fine with me because you already got some. Why is he rushing? Like, they're on two different trains. Like, she going east, he going west. I'm like, what?
Do you think she even wants to have a baby? Like, for real?
No.
Off like
Now, it sounded like she was a little bit more sure of the baby thing, more so than the wedding thing. But she did say she want to be married. She just don't want to have a wedding.
Right.
So I don't want to say she on BS LSW sisters, not BS like that, but I feel like she knows what she wants, and I feel like if a baby does happen, she might be okay with it. But I don't feel like that's like the first thing on her mind. Like, he's trying to move like
on the fast track.
Yeah, I'm like, no. Like, I really feel like the first 5 years of marriage should be you two enjoying each other, because once the children and that dynamic, ask Ashley and Quick. Ashley's sitting there crying her eyes out because all she doing is dealing with the children, dealing with the house, dealing with her stuff. No, I'm telling you, ladies, I'm telling you, they sell you a dream having children is not what it looks like. Them little babies, girl, they grow up and they can be hell on wheels. So I don't know. I feel like she should trust her gut, and I love that she's very expressive about it, and that she doesn't really kind of hold it in and dim what she's saying. She's just like, no. I love that. Now,
Yeah.
whether or not he'll hear it, or whether or not he think he's going to keep on pressing her until she eventually gives in, that's what it looks like it's going for me. But I want her to stand her ground, stand in her peace. Don't go against yourself. That nagging that you keep on voicing, that is your intuition telling you something. Don't go against your spirit. That's all I'm gonna say.
Preach. Okay.
Look, Monique said Joy don't want kids. I don't think she does.
So she don't want to get married and she don't want kids. Now, my thing is there a deeper reason behind this? Is there something that happened to her in her past that she's not addressing? You know, that she needs to speak to somebody about? Like, she's not addressing, you know, what's the
Yeah. No, it's like I said, I don't think that she's cramping on the marriage. I think she just doesn't want to do the wedding. And I don't know, like, that she has somebody left her at the altar, like, you know what I'm saying? Do you still have like some people have anxiety out that or whatever? Maybe she just don't want like a big crowd but how do you be on TV and you guys, but I don't know. We have anxiety, and we're on YouTube, we're on TV, so
right.
Can't really say that, but I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what is the thing. Fear of disappointment, sister said. Sisters in the kitchen.
Could be.
You know, I feel like she doesn't she doesn't like his kids. That's not, but I feel like she doesn't even feel comfortable around his kids because she always feels like she's on the back burner when his kids are around. You remember what I'm saying? When she said that in episode 1, she said, you know, when you come over my house and this child free, it's all me and you. But when I come over to your house and your family unit, she feels like, you know, just on the outside. Like, so
I missed that.
Yeah, she said that in episode 1.
Oh wow, I missed that.
Episode 1.
So Kira
definitely having second thoughts, girl.
So she said she doesn't want a wedding, not that she doesn't want to get married. Okay.
Right.
So the wedding aspect, which I think we did discuss that last time, where we said, why not go to the courthouse and then have a reception, have a party afterwards celebrating?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
How long
have you Ready to Love? He has 2 different baby mamas. Child.
Ooh, Lord.
See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you've already done this. You've done the fast track. You like, why put that added? You know, I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm telling you, like, people get mixed up in these fantasies that, you know, they kind of condition us, and you just gotta kind of break free from that. Because I'm telling you.
How long have they been together? I think no more than 2 or 3 years.
Right. Because that season was quite long. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say that they had like 20 plus episodes.
Oh wow.
So they did get a lot of time to get to know each other, even though it was in a competition type of way. And they got engaged on TV. Like I said, I watched them maybe like the first couple of episodes. It was just so many. I was like, God damn, how many episodes is this gonna be? So I think I tapped out.
I never got into the Ready for Love show, but I mean, obviously it's popular. It's still on.
Yeah, it's still early. It is. Not early for children. 41, 42. You think it's still, girl? I laugh at the face of having children after 40, girl. But go ahead if you want to do more power too.
No, I think it's early in the relationship.
Oh, in the relationship. Okay.
It's still, because only 2 or 3 years, maybe.
Yeah.
3, I'm giving them grace. I don't even know if it's been 3 years or not. But
anyway, having a baby at 40 years old.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. I don't even want to think about it because, like I said, the pressure beyond on us women.
Oh yeah, she said she. Yeah, I figured that after I said it. I think I was just reading them in order.
So moving on. So we have Ashley and Quick. Yo, Ashley is going through it. Our girl is just tired. She's exhausted. They're having a conversation. She thanks him, for the surprise party, even though she wasn't surprised and she already had an inkling that he was going to do a surprise party for her, but she's still thankful, right? Now she is still mad at him because he waited to tell her that Alicia got into the car accident. And, I'm back and forth on that. I understood why his reasoning, like I understand why he wanted to wait. Because of course, if he told her in the beginning, that would have ruined the party, that would have ruined the vibe, that would have ruined, everything. So I understand.
Yeah,
I'm sure she
I'm
understands
still
too.
team Quick with that. I'm sorry.
Quick.
Definitely understood it. A lot of times people don't consider the other perspective and stuff like that. I could like he still told her, so I still don't feel like
Yeah.
I feel like
He
whatever.
still told her at the event. So
Yeah, that's what I'm
it's
saying.
not like he still said it at the event, but
And then he couldn't get in touch with her. She couldn't get in touch. So what are you actually doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Other than getting yourself all worked up and upset about it. So yes,
yeah.
actually do be doing the most. Like I'm gonna get into it with this conversation. Are we at breakfast and she's breaking down about getting an hour worth of
Breaking
sleep?
down. Yeah. So in her confessional, she said that it affected her, the car accident situation, because Quick has been in multiple accidents. So it was a bit triggering for her. And she did mention that in season 1 about his car accidents that he's been into. So I can understand that. So they talk about the Jamie situation and how that was triggering for her as well. Both of them had an issue with Jamie's comments. Ashley has attempted twice in her life to, unalive herself. She's attempted twice. So this is definitely a touchy subject for her. Ashley breaks down and just says that her insomnia is acting up. She can't sleep. She can't enjoy her book coming out. She's still in shock about Alicia, says she doesn't know what she would have done if anything bad happened to her. So she just has a full on meltdown. And I mean, it happens to the best of us. So, any thoughts on that or?
Yeah. My thing is, I was listening to this review. Can't talk reviewer, and she was like, "Well, isn't the book already done? Aren't your children? Don't you got an assistant? Don't you got this person helping? Aren't your children like tween and all that stuff? Like, what exactly is the problem?" And to that, I say is that Ashley is dealing with depression and anxiety and trauma. And that stuff will, like, she's triggered from her mom having to bring all of that. So she hasn't even been able to get over the hump. She had to bring it out. You had to pour it out into the book. You had to keep on going over it with editors and people to massage it out and all that stuff, get it where you want to. Then you had to have the conversation with your mother, which was horrible. And the thing happened with Alicia, so she hasn't had time to kind of
decompress and like process anything.
Process all of that stuff and then get on the other side. So she's still in the whirlwind, girl. Trust me, I know about that whirlwind. You got to get through the processing of it and get on the other side. And she's just kind of stuck in the tornado of it all. And so a lot of people can't see it, but they don't like depression is not like, oh, just be happy. Oh, just be grateful. Oh, no, depression does not work like that.
Sure don't.
It doesn't. And so all that stuff is unhelpful. I think as supportive as Quick wants to be and tries to be, I still feel like he is not there for her. Like, yeah, when the cameras, we see him there cooking breakfast, but how many times does he cook breakfast? How many times is he even there for breakfast?
Mm.
Like, what is the dynamic? I feel like she doesn't have anybody to lean on, and that's why she's so protective of Alicia. Like,
Yeah.
she's like, and then it feels like that's the only woman that she trusts. Like,
Yeah.
and I feel like she's kind of over parenting because her mother under parented,
Yep.
and she is putting herself in a hamster wheel, and she has to get off the hamster wheel. So she needs some help. She needs and she has to accept the help. You can't just get help and then don't allow them to do it. A lot of times people
Mm.
have a hard time with letting people help you or saying yes. Yeah, you can pick the kids up from school and I can go, something like, accept the help when it's offered. And I just think that she's really going through stuff that people can't really relate to. And I mean, I think that they can, but I think only a certain subset of people really truly understand it, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That
and
was a good breakdown. You broke it down, baby. You broke it down. Okay.
complaining about. Yeah, she was complaining. That's what I'm saying. Like, is he there? Like, I feel like when he is, he's present, but when is he? Because I mean, the
Mhm.
way I heard a conversation before is that he sleeps at hotels. Like he be because maybe they live too far. He has to be at the studio at
Yeah.
like 4, 5, 6 in the morning because he's at the morning show, I believe, or something like that. One of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's really there giving her the support that she needs.
Please.
It always still feels like she's crying out for him.
Mhm.
Like we have Alicia, we have the assistant, but I feel like it might be
Yeah.
him that she's looking for a little bit more from.
Definitely could be for sure. Because like you said, she does have help, but maybe it's not enough help, or maybe she needs him to pick up the slack as well.
Right,
Just
right,
all be her. And it still seems like the burden is still mainly on her.
right.
So with raising the kids, the household, everything.
Mhm.
So moving on. So okay, this scene. So Arena invites Joy to this like pottery slash like painting type of class or whatever. So she brings up Sherelle and how she said that Joy has her blocked and doesn't know why. Joy said they've been blocked for years now. So basically, it ain't nothing new. Like, oh, well, get over it. So she blocked anyone connected to, I think his name is Black, anyone connected to him, including his wife. Joyce says Black was dating her friend and Sherelle at the same time. Says this was what threw me. She says that she hates him. Hates him.
That's strong.
That is very, very strong. That's a very strong statement to say.
Right.
Which that just I don't understand.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me.
This whole situation is weird to me.
I
So
think we're getting left out of some key pertinent information. It feels like Joy is
mm-mm.
like skipping over the subject and
Yeah.
she uses these words like manipulative and
Mm-hmm.
choices. Well, what did he do, girl? Spell it out. Stop telling me half the story. I need to know the whole story in order
Whole
to get an
story.
assessment of what is going on.
Exactly.
If you are overdoing it, I'm like, girl, you need to check yourself. Like, but no, I mean, I'm not gonna be unsolicited or whatever, but girl, I'm like, this girl, it's not that serious.
It's not that serious. So, like you said, Arena asked her the $1,000,000 question, what did he do?
Right.
And Joyce says there were lies and manipulation. And then also that he apparently blamed Joy for the band breaking up. So the whole thing is just weird. Arena is like, well, girl, it's been over 10 years. Can you like let it go? Can
Right.
y'all be cordial, at least with his wife? Like, it's been over 10 years. Like, what's the tea? Like, but like you're saying, she's giving us like half the story.
She ain't giving us nothing.
She ain't not even half, less than
Right.
half. To be
Right.
honest, less than half of the story is what she's given to us. So it's all confusing. It all seems weird. It's starting to look petty.
Yeah.
the fact that she said she hates him, that's a really strong word. That's a really strong statement to make. So I want to know more now, like what's the situation? What happened? What took place for you to feel so strongly against him like this?
Right. Right.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard of Mumbo Sauce. I didn't go see them at all because I'm just an Essence girl. So um I don't it felt like they've been broken up for a long time. Like I'm surprised that they even brought it up. Like, are they trying to make a resurgence or something? Because
Oh, the group, the band
yes, they've been off the scene for a long time. So I'm like, girl, why are we talking about this band? But anyway.
storyline.
Right. But yeah, I think it is. And that is kind of giving me the side eye with Joy because I want to like Joy. I
Yeah.
do want to like her. But some of the things that she says, like you said, she even speaks partly to it. I wouldn't even give her halfway to it. I give her partly, like either she's trying to cover up some mess or there was some mess in there and she's trying to deflect and avoid because it was a whole bunch of mess, and then she's just trying to like direct it in somebody's direction and stuff. I don't know, but something feels weird about the story because if somebody wronged me, unless there's some NDA agreements, I'm telling the damn story. And especially if I hate you, bitch, I'm telling the whole story. What you want?
Whole story.
Hello? Like if I hate you, I ain't got there's no honor among thieves. We're not sitting up here but what are we doing? Tell the story.
Tell the damn story. Tell the damn story. Getting sick of this shit now. I'm telling you, we're gonna get sick of it. If she continues like this, it's gonna get to the point where viewers are gonna get sick of her in this damn storyline.
Real quick. But you know what? I think Sherelle is the one that's going to get to the bottom of it. I bet you.
Oh yes.
I bet
From
you.
from the looks of it, she is definitely gonna be getting to the bottom of it. Because she's about to be over this bullshit. I would too. Okay, so here we get to a very good part, a lot of dialogue with this. So the Silvas and the Tylers meet up for a fun day out. Well, honey, after the fun, they had a serious conversation, basically addressing Jamie's comments about little Jamie and his mental health and saying that he's saying these things for attention. Quick was bothered by the fact that he kept calling his son a bum. He didn't really like that too much. Ashley says that she's tried to unalive herself twice and that in her 30s, she was admitted to the hospital for a week. She didn't talk about her issues because she didn't want people to think that she was seeking attention. So it's definitely not something to take lightly. That was what they were trying to convey to Jamie, is that this is a serious situation. And if your child is saying this, you need to take it seriously. Don't just write it off as him seeking attention. This could be, this is a serious thing. So Quick is like, I'm a father, you're a father, and I couldn't imagine talking to my son the way you spoke to yours, basically is what he said. He was like, I know you love your son, but somewhere y'all fell out of like for each other. And I was like, facts.
Fair.
Very fair.
Fair.
Now, Jamie in his confessional said that he gets what Quick was trying to say, but he didn't like how he worded it. He said he noticed that he does that a lot with the I would never do this and I would never say that. Right. Do you think overall with this conversation, do you think that Quick at any point overstepped the boundaries at all? Or
I don't think that there were any clear boundaries. I'll say that.
Okay.
There weren't. You are venting and you're telling me a story about your child. So I a lot of times, like, I've learned to say, can I give you some advice? Do you want to hear what I have to say, or do you just want me to listen? So as I've gotten older, I've learned to do that. But that is something that you learn in therapy. That's like not what the average person does. They
Mhm.
tell you, especially on we're on a reality show, we're gonna see, we're gonna be having a conversation. So I don't think that he overstepped the bounds. What I do think he okay, first, okay, I'm gonna tell you, and then I'm gonna break down. I got 3 talking points. First, he broke bro code because he said, I thought Ashley would be the one that bring it up, but Quick, I didn't expect this getting from Quick. Okay, that's one, breaking the bro code. Number two, I think he failed um in some of his verbiage of trying to compare his adult child to his
Teenage.
teenager.
Mhm.
What our good rock girl rock say, keep on living. Keep on living. You will have a different story to tell when you get to the next phase. You can't speak to that right now because you're in the teens stage. You're not,
Mhm.
you haven't gotten to graduation. You haven't gotten to when they start smelling themselves at 18 and 19 years old. You haven't gotten there yet. So
Mhm.
yeah, you can say what you think you would do in a situation, but let's just know that that's not always how it goes. Because
For
first of
sure.
all, you'll get a situation where you, say like Jamie trying to come up, like if you say something bad to Antonio and then you want to come up and give him a hug, his words, not nobody else's. You want to give him a hug after you tear him down. What if he pushed you off of him? Get off me. And then you be hollering like Jamie was. You know what I'm saying? If
Mhm.
you feel disrespect, you don't know until you get into the situation. You don't know how it's going to play out. So
Mhm.
while I can understand that I just feel like you shouldn't have compared it. And that would have once you start comparing your parenting style to another, then it sounds like you're on a high horse, hoity toity, judging
Yeah.
else's parenting style. So then the person is going to be on defense.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to shut the conversation down. And what did he do with Jamie? Jamie shut down. He did not say anything. You could tell he was mad. I saw that jawline clenching a little bit. I saw him just taking deep breaths. I commend his self-control because I thought it was going to be a back and forth. But like I said, that bro code, and Jamie speaking to him being a police officer, he knows all about that code thing. So
Yep.
they
Sure
on
do.
code. He had all the feelings that he wanted to, but he wasn't going to break bro code. But he feels like Jamie did, and I think that's going to make their relationship suffer.
And I mean, I feel like, look, even though Quick may have had a moment where he shouldn't have compared or whatever, I still feel like the message was necessary. I still feel like Jamie still needed to get checked and he needed to hear what they were saying, because what they were saying was 100% valid.
Absolutely.
This does not change the fact that you questioned and made a mockery of your child
Yeah.
saying that they wanted to unalive themselves.
Right.
So,
Right. Yes. And then when we speak, you remember when I was talking about the bro code?
yeah.
And that, you remember how we always talk about how men don't check other men? And that
Yeah.
is a situation where a man checked another man. I said that's why us as a community cannot move forward, because don't nobody want to check nobody. Can't nobody hold anybody accountable. And so the same things keep repeating and we cannot change the behavior because they want to plant their head in the sand and act like nothing is happening. No,
Mhm.
no.
Yeah. So I'm still happy that Quick said something
Me too. Me too.
to Jamie and them. Yeah, because even Jamie said you can't compare a 14-year-old to a 26-year-old, which I understand, but still, some of what Quick was saying was valid. In her confessional, Ashley says that Jamie is putting all the blame on little Jamie and not taking accountability for his part, which I definitely agree with. Um,
Right. I
he,
agree.
he He's just putting it all on little Jamie, and he's not, it seems like he's not willing to look at himself.
Oh, me. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Arena. I'm getting her ass too. You so busy trying to take up for Jamie. Oh no, she didn't jump on defense. But just a minute ago, you was just like, I don't want him talking to him like that because he's talking about hurting himself.
Right.
And then you're going to sit up there and talk about, I didn't hear him call. Girl, you wasn't drinking. Jamie was the only one slurring his speech. You heard what the hell he said. You heard him call him a bum. Maybe you feel like in his heart of hearts he didn't mean it. But no, don't sit up there and be lying. She is an enabler. That is why his behavior continues to persist like that, because she enables the behavior. By trying to take up for him and not hold, like they were trying to hold him to task. A lot of times he's not going to listen to you, Arena. He's going to listen to maybe somebody else. So you have to allow other people. Ain't nobody call that man no bad father. Ain't nobody even say none of that. Just listen to what you were saying and be more mindful. That is what they were saying. So Arena, girl, we about to get to tussling. Because no, we're not doing that.
Mm-hmm. And she about to get herself in some mess with this Sherelle situation if she don't be careful. The Sherelle and Joy, she's telling information incorrectly.
Yeah, Arena do get the clown mask this episode. Shout out to Niecy. Yes, I call her in a couple of them. That's number one, Arena. And you know you my girl. I love you down. But I'm on your ass today. I got one more for you. Mo had to go back.
Woo, sorry, I had a yawn. I'm so tired, y'all. Okay, so, oh Lord, it's time for Sherelle's fitness class. So much happened. So we have Alicia, Arena, and Ashley at the class, and Winter arrives later on. So after the class, Arena, Ashley, and Alicia, they're talking. They're talking, and Arena says she invited Joy. Sherelle is like, now why would you invite her when this woman has me blocked? Why would she come to my event and she has me blocked on social media? Arena said Joy's issue is with Sherelle's husband. Arena said that Joy said that he was doing some shady business and that Sherelle doesn't know about it. So skirt. That's not what Joy said. She didn't say shady business.
Right.
She didn't say anything about the business.
She didn't say nothing. Well, she did say that the cause of the ban, it was some decisions that was made that caused the ban to break up or something.
Right.
But she didn't say nothing about shady business practices. I think it was like a choice that was made, a decision that was made. I'm not quite sure. But like I said, they're playing semantics. Tell the goddamn story and we can
be clear.
What's going on.
So we can be all the way clear and not be guests and do all this bullshit.
Exactly.
So she didn't say shady business. She said manipulative, etc., whatever. So Arena delivered the message wrong. Classic case of he say, she say. So Sherelle gets offended and says that he has no problem with Joy and has actually reached out to Joy to be included on things with the band. In her confessional, Sherelle said that she has a problem with Arena delivering a message about her friend. Joy is not her friend. So now that since Joy has been talking about her husband, Sherelle now has a problem with Joy, which we knew this was going to,
that was the whole point, that Joy didn't want to be friends or try to be cordial about anything. That's the whole point, because we know you're going to take the side of your husband either way.
Yeah. So now it's becoming a bigger mess than what it needs to be.
Right.
Winter comes over to say goodbye to the ladies, and she says, good to see you. She addressing Ashley and Arena, but of course they don't speak to her. Now I think it was edited out, but I believe Alicia said something first to Winter for Winter to then say, I don't know who that is. They chopped and screwed that scene, because at first it came off like Winter started it, but I think Alicia, based on the verbiage that Winter was saying when she walked outside, I think Alicia said something first, and then that's why Winter said, I don't know who that is.
Exactly.
So Alicia says, clearly, never. You will never try me. You don't know who I am. So they get into a back and forth, and Winter goes outside. She's upset and says that Alicia did not have to insert herself.
Exactly. There you go, right there.
She basically I don't know why they chopped and screwed that scene, because
they want Winter to look like the villain of the show. So they're going to make it look like she's the one that came at her first when it was Alicia all along. Yeah. But that's the perception that they're trying to give off.
Which is messed up.
Yeah.
Which is why reality TV, I could never do it, because it's like y'all can paint a false narrative.
Yeah, you be at the mercy. You be at their mercy.
Yeah, you're creating a false narrative, and then you're gonna have millions of people judge me and rip me apart on that false narrative. Like, right. What the hell? Yeah. Like, I know the money is good and the exposure, but it comes at a cost, and I don't think I could do it.
Right.
Because I don't know. Yeah. So Sherelle has this bright idea to have Ashley and Winter to talk. I don't know why Sherelle was pressing it. She should have let it go. But she wanted to be the peacemaker and bring them two together. Well, we all know it did not go so well.
Right.
So Ashley says that Winter has talked bad about her marriage. So clearly she doesn't like her. Calls Winter phony, says that she flip-flops, apologizes 1 minute, and then the next minute is talking crap, which Winter...
We did call her out last week.
We called her out. Winter likes to throw a rock and hide her hands. Mm-hmm. She's quick to apologize and then talk crap. So I'm not mad at Ashley for saying that.
Yeah, I totally agree. As I said, like, listen, I always say, if you heard me, if somebody said I said something, I can say it to your face too. If you call me on it, and I will double down, or I may say my bad, but I'm like, oh yeah, I did say it though.
You'll admit it.
Exactly. Stand 10 toes down. I can't respect anything if you playing games out.
Right.
I feel like Sherelle is trying to be contrived. Like, she's trying to that whole trying to be kumbaya to be the two. Because first of all, I don't even think she's like genuine friends with Winter. Now she has some kind of history. Like, I don't even feel like none of these girls are really friends like that. Like, we all kind of live in the same area. We might have smoothed and been to events and seen each other and know of each other, but I still feel like these storylines are contrived. I don't believe Sherelle really knows Winter like that. I think that because we're on a show and we have to get something going, that's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
How does she know her like that?
Yeah, they've only known each other for like a year now. It's only been a year, so it's not like they've known each other for a long time. Yeah. Like, it's been a short.
Yeah.
It's a new friendship.
Exactly. And everybody told on themselves. We even thought Ashley and Arena were like these long-standing friends, and no, because Jamie told on himself. He was like, Quick ain't known my son over a year or two. He said that. He was like this, you don't know my son when he was getting in trouble like that. He didn't know him. He said he didn't even know he was a police officer. Y'all didn't know each other until y'all got on this show.
Basically.
Y'all was at the table reading, like, okay, I guess we better shoot some scenes together.
At the table read. Girl, it's not a scripted show. She said a table read. I'm so weak. So Winter overhears what Ashley is saying about her. So she walks over. Child, so they argue about who talks about who on social media and blah, 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 and who's said what and who's done this and who's done that. Ashley says Winter came for her first. And then Winter says Ashley came for her first. Now they did do a flashback, and it did show that Ashley did technically start the drama first when they were at the Samuels house, and Winter was introducing herself and her situation, and Ashley was having all the critique, the judgmental comments, the input, the this, that, and the third, which many people would find rude and abrasive.
Right.
And one thing about Ashley, I like her. She is a star of the show, but she has to understand that not everybody's going to take to your personality. She has a very abrasive personality, and that's not going to always rub people the right way.
Right.
And you did come for her, Winter, the first time you met. You did. Now, Winter ain't no angel. Winter be full of crap too. So
exactly. So I mean, it's all par for the course. But you started the stirring and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, she's gonna keep on throwing a couple of turds in there. If you want to keep on stirring it up, then just gonna have a little turd, little turd stew the whole time. But you know what the thing is, I don't know, like they say these things on these interviews. They go on all these YouTube people, they say all these interviews. They know that they're gonna ask the questions. First of all, she's talking about me and my husband aren't Christians and all. Who the hell cares about that? Like, is that an insult? Like, I don't know. It was like she was trying to pick and choose. Like, I feel like because Winter is Christian, and you know that's what she. Whatever, however you want to say you're a Christian.
I think it was coming from a judgment. When Winter said that, it was definitely coming from a judgmental place.
Right.
So I can see why Ashley took offense.
Right. That's what I'm saying, because of her stance on it. And religion and stuff like that. But yeah, girl, like who cares? Like she said she don't care. She said, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm actually a shot of tequila. So why do you care? Like, why are you sitting up here running off bullet points of what she said about you? I thought you don't care, right?
Right. Now, the one thing, when she was running off her list of things that Winter has said about her, she said that allegedly Winter made fun of her mental health diagnosis and said something about a diagnosis or something.
Yeah, I did not hear that. So
that happened off camera. That's off camera stuff. Okay. So if that is true,
yeah, that is a no-go. We don't do
that. That is a no, big no, huge no. Winter is dead wrong if that's true.
Right.
Now, this was allegedly said on social media. So
yeah, but I'm not sure. I have not seen a receipt of that. I would be curious to see the lingo that was used, the language.
I would love to see it.
I mean, but either way, like even alluding to it, because you know, sometimes if you see me, I'd be tiptoeing around how I want to say things because I don't want to be offensive or say something like, you know, whatever. Especially around sexuality, religion, and all that stuff. So
yeah. So that's what Ashley said when she was talking crap about once Winter had left and she was talking to the ladies and she was going down her list of stuff. She had mentioned that Winter said something like that, making fun of her diagnosis or whatever.
See that. Yes, show us the receipts.
I want to see the receipt. I hope Ashley posted. So the ladies leave. That's the end of the event. So at the end of the episode, Raina's daughter, Brittany, invites little Jamie over to her place to hang out. However, she has also invited their parents over as well. So I don't know if this is going to be an ambush. I don't know if it's an intervention for little Jamie or simply trying to get them all together. But we were left on a cliffhanger.
Yes.
To be continued for next week. Now, how do you think that's going to go?
I don't know, but I got to reel it on back because I had a problem with Raina in that whole situation, her trying to be the peacemaker and all of the stuff that she had just tried to do with Joy and Sherelle, all of the things that she was trying to do. This is what Sherelle was trying to do with Winter and Ashley. And did you see how ironic it was that she was trying to do the exact same thing, and then she's trying to tell Sherelle don't do it or something. That was another thing that I kind of like.
That's a good point.
Yes,
I didn't even think about that.
Trying to let everybody be cordial. You know, that's the reality TV world, cordial. Ever. But I don't. Well, Sherelle. Yeah, I mean, I guess they do kind of have to be cordial because I don't see an event where not any of them will be around each other. So you may have to come to a point where you need to pay people dust, and that's just what it is. Like, you know, and be okay with it. I mean, it may take a while, but I mean, it ain't nothing to pay somebody dust, girl. But I mean, because it's real messy. But you know, I feel like they made it messy. Like it didn't have to be messy. Like Sherelle didn't even have to reach out to Winter. Where did that come from all of a sudden? Girl, no, you're not gonna tell me that this was not contrived. This, I'm telling you, where they was at the table read, and they was like, oh, you know what? I think we need to go.
Not the table read, girl. Not the table read. This is
you know Mona for Love and Hip Hop. She used to sit them down at the table read. So maybe Carlos need to maybe Carlos need to get them down and you know get them all on the same page to make sure everybody.
Winter wanted a scene with Ashley because why say bye to someone that didn't acknowledge you
at all? That was the same exact thing that Destiny did at the Huntsville thing. If you said Melody didn't speak to you, what is you running out the door on her heels talking about? And you speak that's looking stupid. That's the same exact thing. She said, Carlos, get him on a Zoom call. Oh no, Mr. Carlos King says he flies, he takes flights, and he'll meet 2 hours, and I will take a flight out there and get everybody together. That's what he was trying to say when he was trying to shadily go in on Andy with this whole Robin Real Housewife of this whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, he not a cheap girl. He does the playing. He do the playing and get them together.
Okay. Well, excuse me, Mr. Carlos King.
It's post-pandemic.
All right, y'all. So what do we rate the episode? Let us know. What do you rate it, Nita?
I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I would have gave it like a 9 if they'd have gave us a little bit more of the interaction, the cliffhanger that they dropped us off on. If we would have just got a little more taste of that, I would have gave them a 9.
Okay. I give it an 8.
Okay.
Come on, y'all. Put it in the chat. Good. We got some 8s. Some 8s. 8. Okay.
Like I said, I feel like I do like the show a little bit more than most, but we on the same lines. 8.5 is good.
Okay.
No, I just get so concerned because people are talking about it's boring.
I hope they don't cancel this show. It's really good. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. I love the different conversation.
I love the dynamics. Like, I really hope they keep this show on and it doesn't mess up or doesn't go away after this season.
Miss Kira was the only one that said that she saw the interview with Carlos and Lil Jamie. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. It was really good.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to it later then. Yeah.
It gives a lot of context because you know when we was talking about how we just don't get the full story.
Mm-hmm.
No, and there was a lot of stuff that was just left on the cutting room floor. So yeah. I appreciated it. It was good. It made me look at Jamie in a different light. But Lil Jamie, he still got some ish about him because I don't like the fact that he can like turn his nose up to a security job when you ain't got no job. Like that's not what we doing. So, you know what I'm saying? Then you asking your parents to pay a speeding ticket. No, you won't learn the lesson if you don't pay the ticket. That's the same thing. Like if somebody, like I remember, I'm not going to say no names or nothing like that, but a friend of mine, young teenager, kept getting the girlfriend knocked up, kept paying the chop shop fees,
Mm-hmm.
going to the thing and all that stuff, just for 3 or 4 times down the line to have a baby by the same person.
Oh my gosh.
They don't learn the lesson when the parent is cleaning up the mess. You don't want a speeding ticket, then here, you pay it. It comes out of your money. Then maybe next time when you see the damn speeding camera or the red light camera, you'll stop or you'll slow down. But you're not going to learn the lesson if the person, you have somebody that you're relying on. So you have to let them, like wherever the consequence, you have to let them, they're gonna have to bite the bullet on that one. No, I don't got no gas. Oh well. So
yeah.
what you saying?
But this is why he shouldn't have turned his nose up to the security job, because his options are limited. Your options are very scarce and limited. You don't have that many options, boo, because of your situation.
And that's why we can turn around and say that you're entitled, because you think you can say no to a security job and you can get speeding tickets, and just because you and your father, y'all ain't at each other's throats, y'all think y'all cool. I'm like, no, he still has to draw a boundary somewhere so that that you gonna have to hold your own balls. Like I've been let them things go. When you gonna pick them up? Why no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get it. I understand. That's why I won't fully like demolish Jamie, because I understand the complexity and how difficult it is dealing with that. But if you need help, then you need to get help, and that's all it is to it. You cannot think a problem is going to go away if you don't get the help that you need. If you're not going to do it, if you're not going to have some self-awareness, look at yourself, figure out, maybe I always do that, y'all. I'll be like this, could I have handled that better? Could I have done that better? Like when me and Kevin get in an argument, I was like, well, instead of me ragging on him before something happened, you know how if you see somebody you about to like take your foot off the gas, why don't you just see whether or not he's gonna do something or not hit something, because maybe that's too extreme. But you know what I'm saying? Maybe just let it see and then deal with it. But I feel like I be trying to prevent the problem. But
yeah,
a lot of times I'd be like, well, maybe I could have saved myself an argument if I wasn't ragging on him so hard and nothing even happened. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
But see, that makes you a good parent, because the fact that you're able to look back at your stuff and be like, okay, maybe I could have done this better. Maybe I could have handled that differently. That takes growth and maturity and all types of stuff. And a lot of parents are not doing that. So,
and it's hard. It's hard because we haven't seen that. We haven't seen our parents do that. We haven't seen those type of actions displayed. And like a lot of people look at me like I'm a white parent. They be like, this girl, you act like a white parent.
Nope.
I'm like, well, we'll see.
I don't think so.
We'll see if it pay off.
I think it will.
Yes, self-reflection is hard, especially in the moment. A lot of times in the moment, but the next day, like what happens is that if I know that he's copped the attitude, then I look at myself. I'm like, Nita, you the parent. Now the whole energy is shifting the house. And I'm like, I don't like it like this. So I'm like, maybe then that's when I, look. And sometimes I have to go and give sometimes I do give an apology. Sometimes, like with a situation where I was ragging on him before he made a mess. And then I thought about it, I said, well, if you made a mess, all we had to do was clean it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then so I was like, well, I'm sorry that, I kind of brought tension between us because I'm sitting up here getting on you about something that you ain't even done yet. So, high five, we good, we good. Energy shifted back right into the, you know what I'm saying?
You do it. That's how you do it.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Look, I try, like I said, we'll see.
We'll see, but I think you're on the right path for sure.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. We appreciate you all so much.
I was like,
Make sure you click the thumbs up button to like this video.
next week on my channel,
Next week.
reunion.
Oh yes.
I'm deflated on the reunion, to be honest. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. They may give us something. But
It might be good. You never know. Well, you know, part one is always kind of lukewarm, and then it turns up at the end. So
yeah.
We'll see how part one. They might give it to us.
Because, I think they're gonna come out the gate swinging because there was a lot going on, especially with that Charisse, Karen, with all of them, really, honestly.
So. All of them. So there's a lot of dialogue that can happen. So, part one might be good. It might actually be good, y'all. So you'll catch us next week on Nita's channel for the reunion and for Love and Marriage DC. Thank you guys again for watching. Click the like button, please. Click the like button to help support your girl. And if you have any friends that might like our content, please share our videos with them. That way it'll help grow our channel, honey. Okay, bring them to us. Bring the people on in to us.
I ain't got no more milkshake. She's retired now.
The milkshake has retired. Put on pause. Okay.
Good night, y'all.
All right, y'all. Have a good one. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.